Hey Motion, are you ready for another weapon of the week? This week our weapon is the shield. Sure, a shield is a defensive weapon, but it still would have been a very important piece of equipment for a warrior back in the time of David and Goliath. Now, a shield is pretty self-explanatory to use. You hold it up to block attacks from your opponent, but here's the cool thing about a shield. If you're in a sword fight and you can use your shield successfully, you give yourself a great chance to win. As your opponent continues to strike your shield and you block it, that's going to wear down your opponent. And if you just keep using it, keep blocking the attacks, and patiently keep it up, eventually your opponent is going to get tired. And when he does, you'll be able to attack back and have a big advantage. As a warrior, David would have known this. He would have known that patience in these little moments, just like blocking the attacks, could give him an advantage. And this idea goes beyond battle too. For a lot of his younger years, David probably felt like a warrior who was just blocking with the shield. He was the youngest, so he was given simple little things to do, like watching the sheep, or one time he delivered food to his brothers. They had the exciting job of being in the army. He was just the delivery boy. But you know what? David was patient and obedient. He kept doing these little tasks, these little things over and over, just like he should. And in time, God honored that obedience and gave David much more responsibility. He became a legendary warrior and a king. The reason he was able to be so patient and obedient was his audacious faith. He believed God was going to do something impossible through his life, and he knew that the best thing he could do was continue to be obedient. So I want to encourage you to be like David, and remember this shield. It may not be very exciting to block with the shield or to be obedient in the little things that we do that seem kind of meaningless. But if you're faithful in that, God will see your obedience and continue to trust you with more.